Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
An early test for this defense on 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. On first down, here comes this offense. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Well, that's something you don't see very, very often. Guy breaks out, looks like it's going to be a long play, maybe even
that
a
like
touchdown.
Defense
Able to get the takeaway at the end, David. I wonder now if you're the offense jogging out in the field, I wonder if this is like a shot opportunity to take advantage of the momentum swing.
You see it all the time. You create that momentum on defense or because of a big play.
Yeah, he's
trying to
definitely
capitalize on
running
it. Nice job by the defense, not quitting on the play. It looked like it was going to the house, but because you kept playing, now you're giving your offense a chance to go on the field and do some damage.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and they got stuffed on 1st and goal, and they said, let's go to open. Like, let's get the quarterback under center, run quarterback sneak, make this defense stop. It's such a hard play to stop.
Intercepting an option
the offense
pitch,
gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone.
That's what he wants to do.
Stop stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
You there, Pat? Or are you muted again?
The Kansas
Gentlemen.
Fun start to the game.
Oh, the old
Yeah,
intercepted
so this defense
pitch.
now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Dude, I scrim team all the time, and I'm telling you, it's so fun to play him because the way he plays defense, it like makes you like have to focus. Like it's crazy. Yeah, love it.
To the air, it's Daniels.
Oh, as soon as I say that, and then Kansas.
He's got an open man. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot
Jason, how's your
tell
Saturday
what
going with that
he's
big
throwing the
dub?
football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers.
It was a fun
Great job
Saturday.
by the quarterback.
On the
Using his
road?
eyes, not staring
Wasn't
down
it?
his guy,
So we
and then
hadn't
throwing the
won
ball.
a road SEC game in like 2 years, I don't think.
Isn't
that was
the
also
best?
only our second road top 10 win in like 40 tries.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
And that's what I love about this
I've
offense.
joked, and
You're
I've,
not gonna
I
get
told
all
you
your big
earlier,
chunk plays in the passing
played
game by
Georgia.
throwing it deep down
Our
the field.
Stoops'
You can
entire
kind of dink and dunk, and on
success
that
has been
RPO
built on
play,
trying to
they had it dialed
turn
up,
games
set
into
up to
slog
go to that
fest
player in
and
the
win
right
ugly
spot. Nice
and
job.
keep the ball away from the other team. He tried it
Back
against
to the
Georgia
ground
and couldn't
game
get
on
enough
the left.
points. He did it against Ole Miss and had the ball for 40
They'll
minutes.
stop him at the 41.
For whatever reason, Lane Kiffin went tempo his first drive out of the gate, first drive out of halftime, scored touchdowns on both of them, and never went tempo again.
So you could have some balance, and
Played
then
right into
you give it to your
right
quarterback
in our
Palmer
hands.
and let him make
Of
some
course,
Yeah,
having a
Lane's a weird
63-yard
guy.
play on
You know,
fourth
coming into
on
this
fourth
game,
and
this
7
offense
from
knew
your
they were
own
gonna have to
30
some way,
with 4 minutes
somehow
to
at
go
least
doesn't hurt
establish
either.
a semblance
As
of a
Kansas
running game
gets
for exactly
another
what you just
big
said. You
chunk
got to be able to
game.
use play action pass later in this game to get some explosive
that
plays
combo
down the field.
backfield
It's a
is
play like
so
that that we just saw, which can help them get that.
Especially with how
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do. Great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This
I had
makes
him in the
quarterbacks
cup,
come up and tackle.
against that
Safeties
state,
come up and
and
tackle. As
nowhere near
opposed to
the speed to keep up
linebackers
with
or
those
big
guys.
defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed
SMU
and his
back there.
Knocked him down almost immediately.
Curious if he tried to.
And that is a
Well,
huge
no, he
play
had
for
everything
the
covered. Well
offense
done.
has it
He
in
had
the red
the
zone. You're trying to
bubble
knock
screen
them out
covered,
of
and he
field
couldn't
goal
hand it
range.
off because the guy was right there.
Is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Leave it to Steam to find like a, you know, just like an inside way to bottle things up, you know?
Oh, I guarantee you,
They'll try
Steve
to
has
keep
spent plenty
that
of
sack
time
from
watching.
wrecking this drive here on
Yeah.
2nd and 15. Dropping back,
There are
it's
definitely
Daniels.
plays that Kansas goes to.
Got his man.
Another big chunk play.
Oh, what a cut! They'll finally
Oh,
put the
that
brakes
zig
on him at
screen,
the
man.
38.
That thing, I put it in my playbook. I've been watching people play, and that play seems to be very effective. The running back will run towards the sidelines and then zig it in right behind those the guard and tackle. Dude, it's nasty.
Well, I think the key part of it is the guard and tackle release late.
Yeah.
Not an obvious screen where you can break off.
And
Exactly.
the Jayhawks have it with a
Because
first
if you use the middle linebacker, I know you do, I do, like you'll drop, but sometimes I peek at the tailback, but that one looks like a swing, right? So you like take your eyes off the tailback.
I do not use the linebacker.
Oh, you're the DN guy.
Yeah, I've always been a defensive lineman guy.
You're the D-line sociopath guy. That's right.
I can't remember who I had back in Washington. It was one of their defensive tackles. He was in the NFL for a while. I'm trying to remember who it was. But I used him, and I didn't rack up sacks, but I get so much pressure, and I'd stuff the run game. Now I'm gonna drive me nuts until I remember who it was. Yeah, it's gonna absolutely try
shoot. Did you see that play in the Bama game just now?
No.
Oh.
That's who it was. Alameda Tamu. Played for the Steelers for a couple years. Uh-oh. That's a pick six.
Oh.
Oh, and then he gets it. That's just disrespectful.
I don't know how many times I was down to somebody, 2-3 scores, and then they do the little night-night celebration. I didn't do it on purpose.
Homie, I kept it clean versus you, right, the other day?
Oh, yeah. If I threw out a celebration, it was purely because I accidentally hit a button as I crossed the line.
Dude, that was a fun game, by
I
the
think they
way.
do them automatically if you don't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Hey, homie, yeah, they definitely do it automatically. Homie, how good is that Middle Tennessee State tight end? Dude, he's like an SEC caliber player. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'd say outside of him, I did pretty good. Well, that and your 2 defensive pick sixes.
Yeah, exactly. That was the difference in the score. But it's crazy, how good he is. I can't even explain it.
I don't know how guys can do RPOs where they can't even see the receiver as they're throwing the ball to them. I would do that and I would just get picked off every single time.
Yeah, especially that late, that deep into a fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. But homie, he had 110 catches on the year. Nice. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a house call. Maybe. One got to beat.
Hey, Jason, what feed are you watching? You're about 10 seconds ahead of me.
Well, you should have both feeds. If you go into the podcast room chat, you'll see the,
Okay. Give me a sec.
multi-view, yeah.
Okay.
You should have both feeds.
So, all right. So
Steam is ahead. Steam is 5 seconds ahead of Jiggy here.
all right.
Yeah, I've got the India Twitch streaming Steams. For some reason, Jiggy's wasn't showing up on mine, so I just stayed with Steam for now.
I have the poor person California stream up, so.
Dare I ask what the poor person California stream is?
Well, we have the what do you call it? The monopoly of Spectrum out here. So if if their internet goes down, we're fucked.
Yeah, we've got Spectrum and AT&T here on Spectrum.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Georgia held Alabama. And that's wow, it was almost a safety for Alabama.
Steam is just Steam on, right?
Steam ROLLR22. Like I said, if you go into the podcast room and you open up the chat on the right hand side, you'll see the link for the multi-watch. Ooh. So Steam does not get the touchdown on 3rd down. He's going to have 4th and 2. I feel like this is, with the way that these two guys play offense, I feel like they can't settle for field goals at all here. But it looks like he's thinking about it. He's running out of time, though. Yep, he's going to take the 3 points.
Told me it's strange. You just tagged me in the video, and I still can't see it. It's weird.
So on the right, upper right, you should see a thing.
Right, when I click in the podcast room, it's just us three, in here.
Yeah, and on the right, there's a chat. There's a link in the chat. So if you go up to the upper right, you should see a chat. A little bubble icon. If you hover over it, it says show chat.
I have speaker and then
upper right.
Add people.
Upper right, all the way to the upper right, you should see show chat.
Okay, are you on your phone or a desktop? That
I'm
might
on
be the
desktop.
problem. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm on my phone.
As we do this on the live stream.
What's that?
I said as we do all this on the live stream.
I sent you a direct link as well, if that helps.
Discord for dummies.
Discord for
Kansas-
USB
Kansas
fans.
decided to bring that out and got stuffed.
Let's see, it looks like AU Chase, I'm looking at the live chat. He's got a 135-inch NDL championship going.
He's got a what?
He's up on a projector screen, it looks like.
Oh.
I got a picture of it in the live
I was
chat.
like, is that a sexual thing or
No.
what are we doing 135 inches? Alright, after one, it's Kansas 14, SMU 10. SMU, I feel like, has to get a stop here, seeing as he got the ball to start the game.
No, come here.
Or no, I meant, no, Kansas got the ball to start the game, didn't he? That's right, because SMU got the...
Option pick.
Probably why he kicked the field goal.
No, SMU got the ball first. Because he got forced 3 and out, he had to punt, and then he got the, yeah.
Okay.
So Kansas will get the ball to start the second half, so this is a really important drive here.
Yeah, you'll have to keep it close as you can going into half.
Kansas sticking with the empty backfield set here. A lot of hot routes.
He's gonna pass. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
You guys have the game going in at halftime?
You can take it to the house.
No. We're just talking about this drive was important because...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Released by the QB. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the
Oh, Bama did get a safety. Okay, I guess they called... I was wondering if they were going to call intentional grounding on that throw. It looks like they did. Milrow out here looking like Madden 04 Vic.
Dude, the fact that they have Washington in the college football playoff and they have twice now is like a testament to how good they are as coaches. Like, it was such a good hire.
Oh, he had a guy running wide open down. Oh, I don't know about that. He had a guy running wide. He had a guy running wide open down the seam, and he didn't hit him. Michael Penix is a good quarterback. I saw him at Indiana. He didn't have any weapons around him.
Yeah, and he was on like his third ACL too.
Yeah.
And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10.
But they do a good job out there, dude. Like, they've always been good. Washington.
So this is a play I've added to my playbook too. I love this option play. We made the wrong read there. Good job. Good job by Steam. It's that mid option.
Yeah.
There's a couple different versions of it. I've added multiple to my playbook. Just got to get a quarterback who can run them.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with
Yeah, I was gonna say, Fresno isn't the place to run options.
No, I built it more for my offline dynasty. I build my playbook more for my offline dynasty and then use it online, which is why I've got the band formations in there. I just don't use them online.
Dude, you know, I've learned a ton about playing defense from watching Steam's streams the last few games. Like, he keeps it pretty simple.
Oh, I thought that was
that.
a pick.
caught that?
Ooh, we got a tap in.
Oh.
Did he?
Oh. Yeah, he did, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Booth's going to review it automatically.
Yeah. I think he got it. Yeah.
I haven't seen a Booth review like that before outside of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I've seen like
Online.
maybe
I
a
thought you had to.
handful.
I thought you had to challenge it.
Yeah. I've seen a handful of them, but nothing like. What a catch, man!
Yeah, I thought for sure that was getting picked.
Yeah.
First and goal.
I feel like Steam's gonna have to do some sort of a hybrid combo coverage to stop that RPO. He's gonna have to go man on the slot receiver and then zone around it.
The Jayhawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get
Oh, he's so fast. Look at that.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I love that EA was like, "Hey, Kansas is going to be good this year." What are they, 1-4?
Yeah.
I'm curious if they do a mass update at some point.
Oh, what a
touchdown.
Just, was he running another RPO and just said F it and just took off running? Interesting. Maybe hand it off.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Almost ready to kick it away.
Like you said, just
By the way, I went to a game last year, Raider game. 10 out of 10 recommend anyone go to that stadium. It is badass.
Alright, so SMU has to get a touchdown here.
I'd say you either got to score really fast or eat a lot of this clock and score.
Yeah, last thing you want to do is give Kansas a chance to get points beforehand and after half.
Mm-hmm.
SMU's yet to put together an offensive drive that ends in a touchdown. The one touchdown came off that intercepted pitch, setting them up inside the 5.
Yeah.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Kansas is loading the box here.
Wants to throw. It's Jetty. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the
Behind
incomplete
that
pass
is-
will bring up 4th down.
There is nothing open downfield. That is a crushing 3 and
And the
out.
Mustangs will call on their punt team.
Ugh.
This will be the
Yeah.
second time they've had to kick it away.
If Kansas gets another touchdown here, it could be all over.
And the returner
Punt coverage.
Isn't Steam's only touchdown on that pick 6 too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was it
Yeah.
wasn't a pick. It was the pitch. Oh,
Yeah,
and
the
with
pitch,
Georgia
yeah, yeah.
fighting as they the half ends here.
Yeah, that's right. It was the pick pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
tough.
look at the stats, 2 first downs to 11.
Yeah. That's not 2 first downs ain't gonna get it done.
Yeah. I feel like Steam's got to load the box here. Like he's given way too many running lanes. Like, you can't go 3 down linemen against this
was like 74 yards, long of 59. So, yeah, that one long play is so far been almost all of SMU's offense.
See, I mean, Kansas is just getting so many favorable running looks right now. Steam's almost got to just load the box and come after him here and force him to throw the ball.
Making a couple defensive adjustments. You looked at a lot of the ratings, Jason. What are here's the Kansas offensive line versus SMU defensive line?
I actually haven't looked.
Didn't look at that.
Probably should have. There's a rare stop in the backfield. Kansas, you can see Kansas trying to run this clock down.
I can tell you that Kansas has two starred players at corner, which is huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
I can't tell you how many times I feel like I've got a guy figured out, and then they just hit me with a bomb. So the 2-star corners is huge.
Yeah, you can trust your defense a little bit more.
Yeah.
Kind of just assume.
Homie, I think you hit me on a bomb the other day.
I got you on one, yeah, and then you got the other. So I was trying to cut the lead in half with about a minute to go. At QB, sometimes there'll be a guy streaking like that, and he just underthrows it by 6 yards.
Well, this is going to sound kind of weird or douchey, but I throw for a lot of yards, but people don't realize how much.
Oh, he got him. That's a big sack, but can he get a stop here? He's yet to get a stop outside of the pitch.
That DN for him, I've watched his games, gets that quick jump that you talk about. Yeah. That left DN.
Speaking of, make sure you vote for Corey Foreman for Defensive Player of the Year.
Fuck Corey Foreman. He should be a Trojan.
Oh, nearly picked. That's a massive stop.
Nice to see USC doing their thing in the Big Ten, by the way. They should have won last week, messed up, but absolutely handled business today.
Meanwhile, Fresno State got dog walked by a backup quarterback.
Dog walk, dude. They got their asses kicked. It was 56 to
by a backup quarterback. Quarterback said, "Yo, I'm out. Y'all didn't pay me." The backup came in and said, "All right, I'll do it."
That's a weird thing. I'm on both sides of the table there. I don't know how to feel about it.
This is interesting.
We'll never know what was promised, right? You know what I mean?
Steam coming out running the ball here.
You know what I'm saying, Jason? We'll never know what that guy was promised versus what he was told, or
So Steam's got a minute 10 and he's not showing a whole lot of urgency.
Oh, he's overloaded over there. Oh, good play call.
Still didn't get the first down, so that clock's ticking.
Well, maybe he's thinking if a little bit of struggles that he's been having, he doesn't want to leave time on there for Kansas. Play 2 or 3, see what you get, and then
maybe
decide if
hit
we're
him
going
with a play action here.
I think he's going to. Yeah.
Nope. So Steam's not even going to try to get the point. Okay, so he's going to call a timeout. But see, now he's drained over half the time he had when he got that ball. Then the problem with that is now you try to force something, you get the pick. This is a dangerous spot. He's got to be really careful here. That'll work. get something.
So 62 yards to go. Assuming a halfway decent field goal kicker.
Unless he's thinking field goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, we'll cut it to a one possession.
This is the
Touchdown and a
Mark
2,
Stoops
but
School of Clock Management. Well, he's not even going to get the throw off. He's going to call his last time out.
I was wondering if Kansas might have. See if he could have got a quick something going. Incompletion probably at least forces a fumble, a punt.
No, the problem is, even if you do get the first down, now you've got to run up and spike it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like over the middle is kind of out of play.
Just punt that thing away. He gets the ball coming out?
No, Kansas does, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand. That's why I didn't understand why he was going for points. I wonder if he doesn't realize he wasn't getting the ball.
Ooh. Well, it could be worse. He could be down by 18.
Kansas will probably run an RPO or an option here to see if they can.
I would just take a knee if I'm getting the ball.
At least an inside handoff if you happen to break a long one, you do, but you don't risk the pick six or the fumble.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, 14 minutes to go.
Oof. This could get to Pound Town, depending on this drive.
Yeah, Steve's going to have to force another punt here.
Yeah.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
So yeah, it looks like SMU still stuck on 79 rush yards. And that was after that 159. What was that, early in the first? Mid-first?
Yeah.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
Nice play.
Just proving to the other team that
Oh.
I just saw, I don't know what abilities Neal has there, but like 2 of them just activated based on the little cursor under his feet.
Kansas going to roll in and win both NDL titles.
Yeah, he goes for the double if he can pull them
Yeah.
off.
I mean, he smacked LSU the other day.
Yeah, I saw
Question is, if he
the
can beat Kansas, or is he going to try to go for a bigger school?
Oh, dude, if he could get Alabama, that would be ideal, right?
I mean, I don't. Well, I mean, if you're doing this well with Kansas, why mess with it?
Yeah.
you can upgrade across the board though.
Just a big upgrade on defense.
But there's no guarantee he gets Alabama.
Sure.
So
For sure.
it's a risky,
I think whatever team he has, he'll be just fine.
Yes. Very strong on the stick skills for sure. Like I said, I faced him in the cup, and there was obviously a team rating discrepancy, but yeah, there was just no way.
Yeah.
My team was, I couldn't, stay in front of him. These guys got around me, and it was. I think he called the horses off a little bit.
just killing him. He's killing him with that RPO bubble. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them now. They've all gone for a big play. Except for the, or no, that was the
so he got the pick 6 off of a RPO, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it an RPO because there's no run option. He just passes it. It's more like a play action play, you know what I mean? Not trying to sound like a butthead, but I've never seen the guy hand it off to the running back in all of the games I've streamed and watched. So there's no RPO. It's just a PO.
Ooh.
Big hit. That guy's going into the 10.
I think that's what SMU's got to do here. You got to try to make him do something down here in the red zone. Everything's more compact.
Yeah. Hold him to the field goal, stays
This
it.
could be the biggest play of the game right here.
2 possessions.
100%, Jason. Good play call.
Oh, wow.
No. You got to tackle.
Yeah, you got to switch and hold X. That is a killer.
That's game.
Another screen pass.
Yeah, I was saying, it took me about.
It's so hard to
mid-season.
score in the red zone in this game. That's a good play call right there. Like, just get it outside, break tackles, and hope you can score.
Yeah, it was about mid-season. I realized the difference between the X tackle and the square tackle on PlayStation. Helped a little bit.
Yeah, like there's a reason the X button starts flashing when you get into a battle.
Yeah. Or just the secure tackle versus the aggressive tackle. But, yeah. And you're not gonna.
I smashed that X button like one of those track and field video games. Yeah. AB.
Old Nintendo track and field.
With the little mat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
SMU has got to go tempo here, and he's got to get some chunk plays.
Ooh, reverse.
The 3-yard reverse.
The old run 50 yards to gain 3 play. Hate to see it.
Yeah, I feel like Steam's got to spread him out. He's doing these too wide, and it's really limiting his options going downfield, I think.
That's what he runs, though, you know?
I know, but at some point you got to start spreading him out and forcing him to get out of this stacked box.
Couldn't agree more.
It's allowing him to bring pressure and still lock down the 2 wide receivers.
Hey, just motion, so there's trips.
So, I mean, you're
Oh, just getting banged up.
these points he needs in a hurry here.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Jason, have you ever been to a game at Death Valley, Clemson? It looks so cool.
No, I've been to a game at LSU, Death Valley, which is the real Death Valley.
Yeah, that's fair. That's got to be the
They don't
number
come
one
running down a
stadium in the
hill
country, right?
They don't come
LSU?
running down a hill and touch a rock.
No, don't do that. You don't have to do that. I'm just, dude, as a guy that coaches football, I think it's the cheesiest shit on the planet when he runs down because of the rock. But the atmosphere looks awesome.
Oh, that's huge. I like that too, because Jiggy is covering that middle, so by stepping up and forcing him to bite, you're able to dump it right over his head. That was a really smart move.
Well, I think it's funny about the Clemson thing. You're talking about running down the hill. They actually have to ride a bus because their locker rooms are on the side of the stadium without the hill. So they actually have to ride a bus to the other side and then run down the hill.
I've seen that. They all get in the bus in their pads.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so cool. So Freddie Freeman went to the high school that I coach at. So he donated like $30,000 to our team this year, I think.
Nice.
So we have like a full field house, like at the north end of the end zone. It's awesome.
Wow, Kansas
Like
is
with
everybody
TVs and things like that.
I was gonna say Kansas has everybody within 5 yards of the line
Oof.
of scrimmage. Oh,
Good
that's
play.
huge.
Good play.
Oh,
Here we go.
nice.
Here we go.
I see Kansas had everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, so those safeties were trying to retreat, and that left all that room underneath.
Good eye. Yeah.
Was that a 4-4? Did it look like?
No, he was trying to make it look like he was bringing the house.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy? That's his first touchdown.
Well, it's a second, but yeah.
No. But the
Offensive.
other one was the intercepted pitch.
No,
right?
no, he still had to take it in, but he had the ball inside the 5. It's his
Gotcha.
first drive that's resulted.
First drive.
in that,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Yep.
But again, none of this matters if he can't get a stop.
Right?
Gotta find a way to get a stop.
Yeah, 'cause it's still 11, so he's going to have to stop it twice. Or at least a field goal and touchdown twice.
Yep.
This is where you start getting aggressive and start sitting on that RPO.
I'm running man and blitz in some kind of way.
Yep.
At least the first 2 plays.
You almost have to.
Well, what are you going to lose now, right?
Yeah, I mean
You're
that's
down
what he did on
11.
that. That's what he did on that first drive. He jumped that RPO.
Yeah. His guys just aren't as fast. Damn.
Not at the same speed level, but he did a good job forcing them to keep running sideline to sideline
Oh, yeah.
until the corner could
That's
get
also
there.
preventing him from going straight man across the board too, for that same reason. Wow. And once he gets in the open field, it's just so hard to do anything with him. You almost have
So
to
let me ask you guys
almost have
this.
to play the juke.
Are you pretty good against the run, Jason?
I don't know.
Like when you play?
I've had Fresno State this year, so the answer is no.
But I'm sure you've played other games.
I
Right.
mean, I think a lot of it is getting lucky with your play call. Like you
got
almost
to
have
slant
you
your
have to
D
commit.
line more.
You have to
It's
come.
the people-
That's a
Oh,
huge miss.
Dude.
Goes from a sack to a 3-yard gain.
So I slant my line every play. Like
See, I don't. 'Cause if
weak
you
or
get it
strong.
wrong,
You know what I mean?
I don't, because if you get it wrong, it can completely screw you over.
Yeah, but as a coach, I slant my line every play, right? So like that's what we do on defense, depending on like where the back is. So like that's something everyone should think about. Like if the back is on the right hand side of the quarterback, he's more than likely going to run the ball back to the left. So you should slant your line back that way.
Except if you're a guy like me that has counter plays and toss plays out of the shotgun.
Right, but
I'll
that's
eat
when
you
being
alive
a good
with
user kicks in, though. You know what I mean? Like, just you gotta read it as a middle backer or whatever. Like, you gotta read the line. Like, if they pull, then you gotta go the other way.
Yeah, I tried
I don't know.
of those counters and tosses in our New Orleans Bowl, and I maybe got a handful of yards, but it wasn't.
Yeah, like you saw what was going on, right? Like, I didn't blitz or anything. You just slant the D line across the quarterback's face. I found that it worked.
The ball game.
I found that it works in real life, you know, homie. So like, I don't know. Yeah, this guy's really good.
Be interesting to see. Obviously, SMU's going to have to steal a possession if we see a successful onside here before too long. Always go into those just hoping for the best, but never get it. Can't say that's one that I've tried in practice mode.
Yeah. See, I'm not like a practice mode guy. Like, I like to just play random people and just like get the human element to it, you know? Like playing a user is so much more fun than the computer, I feel like. All right, Steam. Put one in really quick.
So if the quarterback had accuracy, it looked like Circle was getting behind the safeties. But, oh well, low line didn't hold up.
Homie, who was that running back that played with Phillip Rivers at NC State?
Oh, God.
What do you mean?
He was really good. It was Phillip Rivers at quarterback, and
Yeah.
they had a really good running back. I forget what his name was.
TA was the
Yes.
one that
Yeah, dude.
probably had the better season or two, but he had a lot of injuries and kind of derailed.
Yeah. I remember playing with them on like the first version of NCAA on the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was nasty.
That
Yeah,
was a great play call. He just couldn't connect on it there.
that's when I was in school. He was there, so yeah, it was fun having that. That was the 1 year NC State won 10 games. So yeah, I definitely remember him.
Well, 2 sacks and a punt. This game is pretty well. That's gonna make things even tougher.
Oh,
Wow.
now they're covering the spread. Hate to see it.
Well, you go back to the Massey ratings.
Yeah, it was odd how it played out to where we literally had the top 2 teams. Well, I guess Notre Dame was number 1, but we had number 2 and number 3 here.
I've played Steam 100 times. I've scored 42 points on him once. This guy does it in the championship game. Unreal. Good for him, man.
So I can't pull up our Hall of Fame stuff right now, but if he holds on here and does the double jump, I want to say it had been done once or twice before.
Skell did it for sure.
Yeah, it's rare, but I think
He did it with
once or
LSU,
twice.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
How did that linebacker just come completely untouched like that? The blocking on this game just drives me nuts sometimes.
Oh, Jason,
You got three down linemen and 5 offensive linemen, and you let a linebacker just come straight up the middle like that. Like, what in the hell is coded in this game?
Jason,
That
I have
should
2
never
noise
happen.
complaints from the office here at my apartment complex because of the blocking schemes in this game. It's so bad. Like the guards are like they take stupid pills for a second. It's even worse when you're under center. I got sacked on a bubble play once. From under center. Like, just take the snap and get sacked. Oh, man. This is definitely the game right here.
Jalen Milroe, 18 of 21 against the Georgia defense. Only Mark Stoop had a sack and would have gone for the win instead of just trying to cover against Georgia.
So just saw.
No, I was being sassy in the chat, but I'm being serious. These Washington has been like a slept-on program for the last 10 years. Like, they're like a top 10 type program, and now they have a coach that went to Alabama. Like, they're not going to recruit like Saban, but they're going to be coached up. That's for sure.
Another
I mean,
turnover on downs.
I noticed
Like,
right before,
Washington has made the college football playoffs since it's been in existence 2 or 3 times now.
What'd you say, homie?
I was gonna say I noticed right before that play that SMU is down to 61 yards rushing. and that includes a 59-yard rush, back there at the beginning. So yeah, Kansas is definitely.
Well, once he fell behind
SMU.
21-10, he had to kind of abandon it.
Yeah, but between the pressure on offense and what he's doing on defense, he's definitely changed SMU's typical approach.
I'm really surprised he hasn't gotten more aggressive on defense. It also helps too, and this is one thing that we talked about on the podcast. And I just saw it on Jiggy Jrod's stream. His quarterback has field general, so he's able to see blitzers, which makes it so difficult to do anything. You almost have to audible. You almost have to call a regular play and then audible out of it and hope to get set up. But that's so risky to do.
Now, the ones that show blitz, is he able to distinguish between a fake blitzer and a real?
No, it usually shows you like what level's blitzing. So if it's like a linebacker, it'll show you the linebackers,
I got you.
even if they're not all coming.
Yeah, 'cause my guy at App State.
And it doesn't work. It doesn't work on every play.
Yeah.
Unless they've got platinum, but even if they have platinum, I think it only works like 75% of the time.
Okay.
But it's extremely helpful if you're blitzing a defensive back, because it will show the defensive back that's coming.
Yeah, my guy at App State, Joey Aguilar, he had the second level, so I couldn't see it pre-snap, but as soon as the snap happened, he was able to identify where the blitz was coming from.
Yeah, my quarterback in my offline dynasty has gold, I think, so I'm able to see usually pre-snap, and it'll show like the level. So it'll show, if a linebacker or two is coming, it'll show all the linebackers.
Yeah, I get the little fire logo that says "look over here," but it's not until I snap that I actually see the ones that are coming. It highlights them.
So the fire logo just tells you, I think, that there's an unblocked player in the box.
Gotcha.
The field general, like everybody has that. The field general is where it'll actually show you pre-snap, and if you watch on Jiggy's stream, it'll show you like a red upside down triangle with an exclamation mark.
Yeah, that's what my App State guy he'll throw that up, but not until the snap's made.
Yeah, the fire just basically lets you know you've got somebody in a blitzing position that isn't accounted for.
Jason, in NDL yesteryears, would you ever think that Kansas would be a champion, like just the school in general, in our league? It's pretty crazy, right? This isn't NCAA basketball league. This is,
This will definitely be one of the more odd traditional champions that we've had.
Yeah.
As I said, I know NC State won it in season 3. I had no part of that, but
oh, hey, guess who
but
played
NC State had some good quarterbacks.
Guess who played him in the final? Your guy right here.
Oh,
yeah, he whooped my ass. I think it was like 38-7 or something. Like he kicked my ass. It was bad.
It
trying to convince.
There was 4 first-round defensive linemen on that team. So.
Oh, Steam had a guy wide open over the middle.
Yeah, homie. Remember when they had like the players that like had the meter below them or whatever?
Right.
And they had 2 DNs that were both.
Yeah.
Was it Mario Williams
and Manny Lawson? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, the heating up NBA jam meter.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad.
Well,
What were they called? What were they called? Game breakers or?
Game breakers. You want to feel really old? I played him in the final as Cal. Guess who my quarterback was at Cal?
Was it Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You want to feel really old? I watched Brian Urlacher's son recover a fumble against U of L today. Yeah.
Yeah. Getting to use Aaron Rodgers in the league, and he's definitely almost a 40-year-old man playing for the Jets, is pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, we've had some award winners from our early seasons that have already retired from the NFL.
Isn't that crazy?
Have sons playing.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, you got a couple guys that are played in our league, have sons that are in college or maybe early NFL.
We have players who are Hall of Famers. Like Adrian Peterson was definitely used in the league. He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Like, it's weird to think about.
They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result,
I used Ben Roethlisberger in my very first league online. He was at Miami of Ohio in the game.
Yep, in 04.
Yeah. And I feel like he's been out of the league for 10 years, even though it's only been like 2. But
Untouched almost again. Dak is frankly having himself a good game. He's not Corey Foreman good, but he's good. Look, there's still time to vote. I gotta get my campaign in there. I haven't done any campaigning.
Yeah. We'll probably.
Jason, how did my tight end not get in there with 100 catches? Basically,
I had no input whatsoever on.
Homie played me. Homie, like the guy just catches the ball. Like I don't go deep to him or anything. Like.
Yeah, no, I think you had what?
He's just my only worth a shit player.
10 catches, 120 yards or something like that. So yeah, they weren't sideline bombs that were.
No, it's
Good
all
tight
like
end.
What's that?
I was gonna say, good tight end in this game is really hard to cover.
Oh yeah, dude. He's 6'7" and has 88 speed, and he's just like
And
better than
another
any of my
sack.
top receivers.
Six sacks on the day.
That's tough to beat.
A couple of those were covered sacks, and a couple of them were just guys coming completely untouched.
Yeah, like that one there. He had good time to make reads. It was just there was no read to be made.
Open. Yeah.
We're about to hit the 35-point rule.
I think Georgia just got stuffed on fourth down.
I don't know if you were reading the
Nope, they
Twitch
gave it to
chat, Pat, but Block-In said 98 of Willis's catches came against Jacksonville State.
Dude, he had 14 or 15 against him, something like that.
pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load. He has delivered for his offense all game long.
Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to ride
I treat him like a running back, you know, like he's got to touch the ball like 15, 16 times.
Yeah.
You'll also see that he probably leads the league in drops, too. I think he has like 22. It's not good.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
Well, it's a 2-minute timeout.
Offense with jumbo personnel. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? And that's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over 100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an
Homie, I'm sure you've used NC State in this game. They're kind of fun to use.
Yeah, I obviously tried to use the app more just to try and get acclimated to them, but I played a couple games with NC State, and yeah, the transfer portal was kind to them, even though it didn't turn into results in real life. But yeah,
Yeah, the receiver and the quarterback are really good.
mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
got like a unique last name, the receiver.
Concepcion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Dave Concepcion?
Yeah. Concepcion?
No, I'm trying to convince Chase to take over UK.
I saw you giving him
Take him.
the corner with and then selling them
Damn
on the
right.
jerseys and yeah.
Damn right. Go use Hairston and dominate with your user corner skills.
I want to play with you.
By the way, Pat, you said that you should never dictate based on corner. That guy that replaced the corner that was missing, they targeted him for 11 catches today. So yes, they went after the guy that replaced him.
I saw that. Okay, so good. He's a good coach. He figured it out.
Yeah. I still don't know why Kiffin got away from tempo.
Jason,
the only thing I can figure out is because his defense was on the field for so long, he was trying to make sure he didn't have to put him back out there if they went 3 and out. But
Jason, if my high school team that I coach at makes the state championship, will you fly out? I will fly you out, and I will fly anyone else in the league out.
I would love to, but I am completely booked up on PTO this year.
Hate to hear it.
I have 1 day of PTO left, and that is set aside for our charity golf event, which I help run. And that is the ball game. Kansas in a very anticlimactic national championship game. It looked like it was going to be close there for that first couple series, and then yikes.
The turnovers early.
The pitch 6 was awesome.
Touchdowns for Kansas. Good job, Steamroller. Great season. Comes out just a little bit short. I'm guessing he'll jump to a better school in the draft. One with more speed. There's going to be some really good teams available in the draft. Be interesting to see if either of these coaches come back to their schools next year. So,
yeah.
But congratulations to Kansas, and we'll see if they can
pull off the double. So yeah, we've got awards closing out tonight. Those will be run out tomorrow. We'll open up a final coaches poll tonight. That'll be ready to go for tomorrow. So yeah, it was a good first season back. Either you guys got anything else?
No.
No, y'all have a good night.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody hopping on and watching. Thanks.